Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming back and for coming to second video. Gonna start the day off and kind of just show everybody what my Friday is like. I'm gonna talk more specifically about where my training has been up to date thus far. Get a little bit deeper into the IFBB Pro card and what I'm looking for that. What I've been doing over the last 8 or 9 months in order to work towards that. I'll go over a little bit of before and after. I'll probably put a little photo right up there in that area so you guys can see where I started in January and where I am now. So started in January, in the middle of September at this point. So I've been working pretty hard for quite a few months at this point. And again, the transformation has been pretty incredible to date. But ultimately, going to show you what we've got going on, where we're going. Cook a little breakfast, kind of do a little bit of a day in the life, and then we'll go from there. All right, so this morning is a good morning. I've been on kind of like a prep for about 8 weeks now, where I've been leaning out and basically getting to a point as if I was going into a show. My nutrition coach and I are doing that mainly to see how my body responds to depletion of carbohydrates, depletion of calories, and just to kind of see where we're at on things. But I've been going very, very strong. Started out beginning of my cut at about 230 pounds. This morning I just did a fasted photo check-in, and this morning I'm weighing about 201 pounds. As of right now, he had said I'm probably about 3 to 4 weeks out from being show ready. And then mid-October, which is about a month from now, we're gonna actually do kind of work up to, a kind of mock show day and see how everything goes. So today is a refeed day. Thank goodness we get some carbohydrates back into the diet. I've been getting pretty flat. My heart rate has been dropping a little bit during cardio, so we're trying to get my heart rate back up while I do my cardio and go from there. So I'm gonna cook. I got 2 eggs today. I use rice and grinds, hot cereal right now, so I get 100 carbs out of my rice and grind. And I'm gonna get this cooked up and we'll go from there. All right, breakfast is ready to go. 2 whole eggs, 8 ounces of chicken breast, and then I have 100 grams of the rice and grinds, cream of rice. This is a new flavor for me, strawberry banana. So hopefully it's good because I've got a lot of it to eat. I'm super, super excited. It's been a long, long time since I've had some carbohydrates or some things to get in my body. My energy level is definitely pretty depleted. So very, very, very excited for this meal. I also have some 80 Life greens, or 80 Life Grazed. That's really good. Kind of gets you your greens, gets everything going. And then last but not least, just to add a little bit of flavor, I've got some of the Flavor Gang's Smokin Pappi on the chicken. Just helps for it to not be so dry and gives a little bit of flavor to it. I'll put links to all this stuff in the description below the video, so that everybody can take a look at it. Just been some nice stuff that's kind of mixed it up for me, breaks up the monotony of the same thing over and over again, and we go from there. Oh, and last but not least, I also do liquid fish oil every morning, and I do a glucose disposal agent to help kind of flush out the glycogen and glucose stores from the meals as I get started on my day.
Like 58. It's only gonna be like in the 50s.
All right, so last bite is in. It's delicious. Zoe, say hello.
Hi!
Now we're gonna get ready to get up and get out the door and go to the gym. All right. Meals are done. Kids are getting ready to go off to school. Our bag is packed. We are getting ready to head off to the gym. It's fall time here, so we got boats coming back down from the lake, getting a little bit colder than normal. So hoodieing up these days, getting things ready for winter, all that good stuff. Let's rock and roll. All right, so today we've got shoulders. Fridays to do shoulders. Get in there and get it broken down. Basically have your legitimate bro split right now. Monday is leg day. Tuesday is chest. Wednesday I have off other than cardio. Thursday come back in, do back. Friday we're gonna hit shoulders like today. And then Saturday mornings we hit arms and do bis and tris on Saturday. So the biggest difference that I've noticed, obviously other than somebody whose profession is to physical fitness, or they get to wake up in the morning and they don't necessarily have a day job or a business or a company or a 9 to 5 that they're going to, is that they can just kind of spread their schedule out a little bit longer, right? The ideal situation would be I get to wake up, maybe I get to do my cardio in the morning or fasted cardio before I start my day. I don't necessarily like to get up that early and do fasted cardio, so I have a tendency to do my cardio after I work out. But where I notice a lot of people go wrong is just because they don't have the most ideal situation in front of them, they just completely blow it off or they don't do it. They create the excuse and then they just, oh, I'm done. So even for me, as we start to get into closer to show prep, or if I'm starting to lean out, those type of things, we have X amount of time that I have to do cardio. So right now I'm at an hour and a half on the stair climber, and the reality is I get an hour and a half done every day. Is it the most perfect ideal situation every single time? No, but that's okay. We get it in, we get it done, we get it taken care of, and that's how you should deal with everything in life. Just because the ideal situation isn't there, or just because, if I only had this or if I only had that, then maybe I'll get it done. Life is not ideal. Every situation is not ideal. You're never going to have the utopic perfect scenario. You have to be able to adapt, and you have to be able to mix things up, and you have to be able to compromise a little bit in order to hit your goals and hit your dreams. All right, guys, here we are at the gym. Welcome to Iron Breed. small little physique update for everybody. All right, so we just finished up with our shoulder workout today. Getting ready to have my post-protein shake today. Again, today being a refeed day, I have 50 grams of carbolin in there. It's basically just a powder form of carbohydrate. So get 50 grams in there, mix that with my protein shake, and we get that together and get some nice carbs inside of there, get some protein in there, get the muscle fed, and we'll keep it going here. All right, guys, we just got our shoulder workout done. Gonna hit a few lights here at the gym. So Iron Breed, like we said, is a small boutique private style gym. We have 100 memberships total. And after the 100 memberships, we have a waiting list that we have created. So we were just kind of sick and tired of the big box store gyms, you know, where ultimately they're pushing every single membership that they possibly can. And I get it, I understand the business model, I understand that you gotta get people in the door. And unfortunately, you know, in the gym world, there's just kind of no loyalty or, you know, just no ability to be able to like keep retention and stuff, and people come and go and there's a big turnover rate. So gyms have to turn into selling memberships to as many people as they possibly can in order to keep the doors open. But it stinks because you get a really good gym that's really successful, there's a ton of people, and when you go in and you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of time, has a lot going on, and needs to focus on getting in and out, it's really hard because either every machine that you want to get to is taken, or you have to compromise on your workout and you just don't get as good of a workout in as that you possibly can. So we wanted to create something that eliminated those obstacles and gave people the opportunity, you know, serious people that are training for something like becoming an IFBB pro, or powerlifters, weightlifters, strongmen, those type of people, a kind of serious environment for serious athletes that are looking to train, not have to deal with the huge lines, and have really high quality equipment, and be able to have a just kind of nice place to train. You know, we'll get into the mindset behind that and what that means kind of in some of our business things in a later video about, you know, picking a passion over a paycheck and making sure that you are looking at things from a passion perspective versus just how much money you're going to make, and you'll become more successful and do those things. But gym is all set. We rocked our shoulders. I will tell you, I am starting to feel the fatigue of this cut quite a bit. My body just is not as strong as it normally is, and I'm feeling it. So hopefully these carbs kind of kick my butt a little bit, get me back into gear, get some much needed energy that I would really like to have in order to keep going just on a day-to-day basis. I mean, I've been noticing towards the tail end of the day, like I'm just very fatigued, don't have as much energy, kind of grinding things out and all that stuff, which everybody's told me. Last month of prep is really, really hard, and I'm trying to keep mentally tough and mentally strong and be able to grow from this and be stronger on the other side once we get through it. All right, so we're gonna turn this last light off. We are gonna hop in the car, we're gonna go home, we're gonna take a shower, and then we're gonna get our day started. We're gonna get into the home office today because it's Friday, and we're gonna start rocking on some emails, start talking to some customers, start talking to some vendors, start talking to some other people, and keep this train moving along. Appreciate everybody. All right, so it's getting home, getting ready to hop in the shower, and as we change things up, move things around, ultimately to get into the office later today to do some work, we realized we actually had some of our people from Innova here. We do some photo shoots and things like that for some of our new products
in our office and in our home. And we have some of our crew there swapping out one of the sofas on our sofa wall bed that we make at Innova. This is a part of our new e-commerce line. There's Sarah, my wife and the CFO for Innova, doing a little bit of work while the guys get it done. And it's always an interesting, fun day. We've got an old sofa that's taking up our current living room and getting it going. So while these guys swap this out and get this thing ready to go, this is also where we're gonna be doing a lot of our video and setting up for our studio and our room for when we do the editing and all the talking and stuff for the videos. But we're getting it set up and getting ready to rock and roll. All right, shower complete. Now we're gonna come in and start our day. So Fridays, our factory only works Monday through Thursday. So the factory floor is shut down unless we run overtime or something of that nature. So after COVID, during COVID, those type of things, once the people working from home and office staff having to work from home and all that, we've kind of adapted semi work from home day on Friday. So either some of our staff will work a half day in the office, then they get to go home. Our marketing staff, our sales staff, those type of people sometimes will just work from home on Fridays and sometimes throughout the week. But so this is currently our office that we are having set up and setting up and all those good things. And I'll show you guys how these work a little bit. So Work Cube is pretty cool. It comes out, you have the desk, grab your side piece right here, break it down, both sides actually open and close, and then you can just take it, wheel it off onto the side. We really like the sofa wall bed because our office space also doubles as another guest bedroom for when we have guests that come over, especially older guests. So like my grandmother and those type of things, she really likes to sleep down here because she doesn't have to walk up the stairs. A little bit older, hips are kind of banged up and those type of things. So she sits down here and this is where she sleeps. The bed comes down and you have a bedroom. And then it goes back up. And I turn it back into my office. We come in here and this is ultimately where I'll be doing the editing for our videos. This is where Sarah and I do conference calls. This is where we kind of just go about getting everything done that we need to. Check emails, all that good stuff. But yeah, this is it. Hey guys, so we're back in the car. Just finished up our emails, a few conference calls that we had, talked to a couple of vendors, got our meal in during our conference call, as you saw. So ultimately had to pause the meeting for a second, made sure that I got my meal. Super important to get your meals, have to get those things in. Got to put parameters and things like that in place so that you can absolutely get the goals that you need to get accomplished. So it doesn't matter if you're at the office all day, make sure you've got meals there, make sure you leave meals there, make sure you have something in case, the worst case scenario happens so that you don't fall off track. All right, we made it onto the stair climber, whatever you want to call it. Got everything unloaded, met with a future trainer, got that taken care of. Now we're on here for an hour and a half through this suck session. So get through an hour and a half, then we're off to the brewery. Before that, we'll get a meal in, show you guys that meal, kind of break down what I've been eating so far today, and we'll continue on from there. But don't want to do this today. Last thing I want to do, but you gotta get it in. Doing what you don't want to do is the best thing to do sometimes. So getting it in, and I'll see you soon. All right, food time. Hour and a half on the stair meal complete. About 850 calories burned. It is getting harder and harder to do that. My heart rate is not increasing that much just because I haven't really had a ton of carbs for the last few weeks. So I'm hoping that this refeed, getting a bunch of carbohydrates today, will help kind of bump
But my heart rate back up to about the 130 range for cardio and stuff, so I'm getting a prime fat burning and being able to get those things going. But we got 8 ounces of chicken, 8 ounces of white potatoes, and last but absolutely not least, some good old-fashioned ketchup to tie us off. Again, today being a refeed, getting those carbohydrates, a little bit of sugar from the ketchup isn't gonna hurt. It's gonna taste unbelievable. Mentally, I am extremely fatigued. So this is gonna be a nice little mental pep up for me so we can get going. I'm gonna crush this down right now. We're gonna get our butts out of here, change over, and then we're gonna head over to the brewery this evening, make sure everything's prepped for Oktoberfest tomorrow, and then we'll head home for our last meal and we will call it a day. So we're getting towards the end of the day. Knocked a bunch of stuff out today. Feel really good about today. And we're gonna rock and roll here. Oh my God. This might be the greatest thing I've ever tasted. All right, how we doing, everybody? So just pulled into Mixed Breed. Got over here, ran inside quick. Got my last meal in, which was some fish and another 2 cups of rice out there. You can see we're over here setting up. There's the brewery, getting the beer pong table set up, getting everything set up. We've got our tent out here that we're working on and getting set up for tomorrow. So we basically take over the entire parking lot. We'll have bands and people and just all kinds of really fun, crazy stuff for everybody to do. But here we are. So we're a few things to do over here. Get some stuff cleaned up, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, well, that's a wrap for today. Getting ready to cook my last meal. Basically 10 egg whites, 1 whole egg, and I get 2 more cups of rice for the end of my refeed day. I want to thank everybody if you stuck with me for this entire video. I know it's a little bit of a longer one, but I wanted to show how much you can get done in a day, how many different areas you can go, how many different places you can go, and ultimately, there's so much that you can accomplish every single day. So thank you guys so much if you stuck with me to the end of this video. If you would, definitely please like, hit the subscribe button, and comments and all those things are just absolutely huge, and they help grow the channel and they help do it. Tomorrow we roll into Oktoberfest. That'll be the next video that we have coming up for Mixed Breed. Can't wait to show you guys how great and fun of a day that is. But thank you again. Until next time.